Good morning, YouTube. Um, Pretty sure I am on my vlogging channel, but whatever. Right here. Um, is my. I know I kind of on my other channel have like at least 3 videos. Okay, so where I know definitely two, but one is possible. Um, with um how do I want to put this? It is too early. My kids are still sleeping. I know it's shocking for at least Wyatt to be sleeping. It's after 7:30. But anyways, I know I have done at least 2 videos on my main channel about this. Um One is a couple of years old, well, almost 2 years old, because I had to dig back to 2011 when I took this screenshot. I need my caffeine. I'm sorry. I printed it out. I'm going to find me a binder. Maybe the next time I go to Hobby Lobby, I'll get myself a 6-ring binder to put this in and write down my recipes for this. Okay, so whenever I was pregnant with both my kids, I was on WIC. And then Elijah was on WIC. He got his formula on WIC, which is a huge blessing. Okay, WIC within itself is a huge blessing because, like, it stands for women, infants, and children. Okay, unfortunately, by the time the kid hits 5, like the day before their 5th birthday, they phase out of WIC, which is unfortunate because even 5 through 18, even at in your 30s, you still need this. This right here is Wyatt's last month of WIC, what he got. So at the beginning of like WIC, well, both kids got their formula and then they switched to milk and other foods once they hit a year old. And then they got other things, and um at a certain age, I think it was like 6 months or something like that, they got the purees, the baby food purees. But between the formula and the baby food purees, it is um WIC within itself is an incredible program. Okay, so like it promotes healthy eating, and it's, as you can see here, a little more stricter than food stamps is. Okay, so with food stamps, you could buy like potato chips and um sodas and other junk food items, cookies, all the things, you know. But why it's last month, this is the future benefits. They I know, like, we were on WIC in Pennsylvania, me and Elijah, and then now we never switched whenever we moved to Baton Rouge. But I'm sure it would have been the paper checks. When I started here in South Carolina, it was started out to be the paper checks. And fortunately, like about 6 months before the pandemic, they switched to a card, which made things a whole lot easier on everybody involved, because like you could mix all your things, like if you had um like meats and other stuff that you needed, um or if you just needed one item like a gallon of milk, all you had to do is slide your card, like slide. um if you're okay. Jumbled thoughts. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're on a regular grocery shopping trip, like before when it was still on the paper checks, you had to separate everything by check and then put your other stuff behind it. And even if you needed something specific, just one thing like milk, um, you had to use whatever is on that check or you lose everything else. Like, which sucks, but we may do. So, anyways, whenever they switched to the card, it made things a lot easier because you could get all your things and it didn't matter where you put them on the belt. As long as you slid your WIC card first and then you slide your food stamps card or whatever card afterwards to finish paying for what isn't covered on WIC, or if you go over, because like the norm for, I will talk about it, but the norm for the fruits and veggies isn't this amount what he got the last month. So you had to cover anything over that amount. Usually it was like $9. Okay, is the norm for the fruits and veggies. And you could go in the fruits and veggies, and it could be canned, fresh, or frozen fruits and veggies, which is like incredible to have that choice. I know like Food Lion and Kroger, they have it in the tag, you know, that little price tag that they have, so hanging up, they will have like um if it's WIC approved or not. So, which is super helpful. So, um I know for Wyatt, the June, July, August, and September, he got $35 a month. $35 a month on fruits and veggies, which some months it went by like that, like so quickly. Um, and then I know there was one month where I really struggled to um get the $35. So, and his last 2 months, December and January, or November and December, he got a little more than the norm, so of the $9. But his list, which I'm guessing is generally the same as what other people got. I don't know, and for privacy reasons, we're not going to get into it. So you got 16 ounces of cheese, which at first used to be just the blocks of cheese, which at some point they allowed the shredded and the sliced cheese, as long as it was the sliced cheeses were in the deli, like, you know, your cheese options right there but usually in the dairy department, that as long as you got 16 ounces, and you could get like 2 of the 8-ounce blocks of cheeses if you wanted a variety, or you could get one um of the blocks, 16-ounce blocks. Okay, I like the blocks of cheese, honestly, more than like, because you could use that as a snack. And then he got a dozen of large eggs. It had to be large eggs. So you can get jumbo, you can get medium, you can get extra large. Large, I don't know. So, but even with a dozen of eggs, you know, that depending on how many eggs you eat. I'm sorry, my stomach is making itself known. So I just woke up about an hour ago. And then he got breakfast cereal, 36 ounces of breakfast cereal. That could be oatmeal, like the plain oatmeal. The plain grits or things like honey bunches of oats. There's a couple of varieties that you can get of the honey bunches of oats. Shredded wheat. So that's generally what we got was those things. Because my kids actually eat those things. Legumes. On here it shows peanut butter, which there's several different brands that you can get. Since Wyatt basically lived off of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I would get the Naturals peanut butter, and that's I think I want to say about the 16-ounce can jar, whatever. Whole wheat bread or whole wheat. Okay, that's your bread, that's your tortilla wraps, that's your rice, that's your pasta. I got the rice. So you got 32 ounces, which is like two 1 pound bags generally, or 2 pounds. Either the 2 pound one, two loaves of bread, 2 bags of rice, 2 bags pasta, 2 bags of the tortilla wraps. And we got the brown rice because that's what we would eat. The norm for this one was nine for fruits and veggies was $9. But in December, from the December 10th through the January 9th, it was $24. Okay. And then yogurt, 20 or 32 ounces of yogurt. It could be Greek yogurt, it could be regular yogurt. So I got the Greek yogurt because it has more protein in it. And there's you could get plain vanilla or the fruit flavored Greek yogurt. So in the tub of yogurt. So, and with the plain yogurt, fun fact, it's has a similar taste and texture to sour cream, and you could use plain Greek yogurt, which I probably should have mentioned this yesterday in my video that I uploaded to my other channel. But I learned this off of like The Biggest Loser. You could use plain Greek yogurt in replace of sour cream, and it's lower in calories and you get more protein. So generally I would get like the vanilla Greek yogurt or the black cherry Greek yogurt. But with the vanilla or the plain, you could add fruits to it that you get off of WIC. All milk options except whole milk. He got 2 gallons of white milk, so we generally it's except whole milk. Okay, you could get fat free 1% or 2%. So we got the 2% milk, and then flavored milk, lower fat skim, and 2%. That's your chocolate milk. Okay, Wyatt likes his chocolate milk, and we still get it. So almost 2 years later. And then juice is 2 containers or two containers. I think it was the 16 ounces or the frozen. Oh, so I let him get whatever flavored of juice. It's usually like Juicy Juice or Orchard or another brand that he would get. So that is his list from it used to be the first of the month, like December 1st through the 31st, but it changed whenever he got the card. And like if we were low on food stamps and we needed milk, this was a great help when we needed milk. Growing up, I never learned how to cook. Even in my early 20s, like I had Elijah when I was like 23. So even like in my early 20s, I still didn't know how to cook. Oh, beans aren't on here, are they? Oh, and at one point he also got beans, like either a pound of dry beans, a pound or two of dry beans. I don't know why they're not on this one. Or 4 cans of beans. Um, so I might add them in. I don't have a pen that I could get. I know. I don't know how to link videos. I don't know how to link videos, but if you go to my before the fit um ch- main channel, I do have like two videos that are Wick inspired. Okay, so one is hold on, back in trying to find my videos. 2021, where I did um like Wick inspired like day of eating and meal planning. Um hold on. I am trying to find it. Um budget, what is it? Oh yeah, I did a budget video. It was back in 2021, December 2021. I had a day where I could I'm trying to go back to find the title of it. Um I know. Doobie doobie doobie. Um One of the reasons for that video and for this series is based on my experience. Like that video in particular, um um I was looking up on YouTube Wick videos, and they were basically um hmm, what you could buy off of Wick, but not really what to make on Wick, you know, that kind of thing. Um so that was like the inspiration for that one. Okay, Wick inspired meals and meal prep. So um I might go through and do a playlist. Um my inspiration for that video, much like this series, is what you can do um with the stuff that you're given. Okay. Like with the beans, I wish I had a pen near me. They're all over there. Um so um what else? Was to have at least one video out to where I might do this again, like a day of eating with Wick inspired foods. My kids aren't on Wick. I'm not on Wick. But it's unfortunate that kids, once they turn 5, they phase out of Wick, because my kids are 6 and 14, and they still need protein. They still need fruits and veggies. They still need um like the fats you get from eggs and cheese and beans and the fiber from beans, and whole wheat is a better option than white. It's less processed and stuff like that, and I think you get fiber from it. I want to say you do, but I'm not 100% certain. Don't take my word for it. And they still need, well, juice is mainly sugar, but you're better off eating the fruit than you are. I don't know why he didn't have. I think afterwards he ended up getting the beans that month, for December. But as far as the series, okay, so I never learned how to cook growing up. Okay, I know I mentioned that a couple of times. Okay, and it wasn't until like I was 26 ish. Yeah, 12 years ago. 26 ish when we moved from Pennsylvania to Baton Rouge, okay, due to the circumstances, the living conditions, they weren't. We moved away from my mom's ex-husband, okay, because he was not um a safe person to live with. He was an alcoholic. I say was because he passed away 3 years ago. Um and there was just some things going on, and we just needed to move. So, it was me, my mom, and Elijah who moved from Pennsylvania to Baton Rouge, and mom got a job first, so I was basically staying home with Elijah. I didn't have a car, but that's not an excuse because we lived in Baton Rouge, and the what's it called? The public transportation, like the buses and taxis, were a whole lot better than what they are here. We live in a smaller town, um, and public transportation is not great. It sucks, actually. I've never used it. Um, and there are a lot of people here who don't have cars. Just saying. There are things that are walking distance, like we are walking distance from Food Lion, but not everybody is that lucky. So, you know, I know I have a friend who is older, like older. She's like 70, okay, who lives a little bit farther away than Food Lion than I do, you know. So, and she doesn't drive. And so she relies on rides from other people in public transportation, and it sucks here. Her son waited almost over an hour for a taxi, and then it showed up right before I did, and he was late for work. So, anyways, hair. I don't know if you could see it. I shed. I have this much hair and I shed. So, my Wick inspired day of eating, and which ended up being meal planning because um because of what I made for lunch. And then with dinner I wanted something different for dinner. And so anyways, I may do another video like that. Um but I am going to take this. I'm going to add beans to it, like a little square for beans, because either 4 cans or 1 pound. I may switch off back and forth. So, between the two. So I still buy beans, bags of beans and cans of beans, but with the beans, like whenever we switched over to the cans of beans from the 1 pound of beans, I didn't know how to prepare the dried beans. I didn't know you had to soak them. I didn't know anything. But with the cans of beans, I had like literally one recipe, and I found that in a book from Cassie Ho Blogalates. Her hot body year-round hot body book or whatever it's called. It's something like that. Hot body year-round book that she came out with several years ago. It's been at least 8 years. Maybe it's been like 10 years. So like, she does like the seasonal meals and stuff like that. She has a white bean and kale soup. Kale and white bean soup. So which I kind of made it my own, but it has like at least 1 or 2 cans of the cannelli beans, and it has carrots and onions and the veggie broth, the kale obviously. So everything except for the veggie broth is you can get on Wick. So that was the only recipe with beans that I knew how to make, and I haven't made it very often. Haven't made it recently. I think I want to say I have the beans for it, so I might make it again. But I use spinach, sometimes arugula with that instead of the kale. So I do have the veggie broth. I think I have the veggie broth. I want to say I do. I know I just bought chicken broth, but whatever. So I made like a bean soup that I kind of came up with on my own for that, using the beans and the some of the vegetables. What else? Breakfast, I made an omelet with potatoes, and that I had gotten from somebody else, Gage Girl Training, her shred, original budget shred. I got that where we got eggs, cheese. I don't think the way I make it, I use eggs, cheese, potatoes, peppers, and salsa. Okay, you can get salsa with the fruits and veggies on Wick. So, again, look at the tags. So, and then like I uploaded soup video, my veggie soup gumbo, where it takes a can of tomatoes and okra, a can of tomatoes, corn, and okra, a can of triple succotash, which the brand I don't think you can get on Wick. I'd have to double check on that, but that is something I've been making since Baton Rouge because I got the recipe on the back of a can, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. A can of tomatoes, a can of corn, frozen mixed vegetables, a small bag of frozen mixed vegetables, which you can get on Wick, and a can of or frozen okra. So, and then the protein there is like the sausage, the kibasi, and the original recipe calls for ground beef, but we like it better with the steak, not the steak, the beef cubes, stew beef. So I like it better with the itty. Food Line has these like itty bitty mini pieces, which I like better than the bigger pieces. But if I have the bigger pieces, I will get that. But for that, the veggies you can get off of Wick. I don't know about the mixed veggies, like the triple succotash. I don't know if you could get that on Wick. I don't know if that brand in particular, or if you have to go with something else. But most of the stuff in that soup you could get on Wick. I say most of it. I'm going to have to double check on that. And I made chili yesterday, uploaded that video. But the beans, I use dry beans, but you could use canned beans, both of which are on WIC. Tomato sauce you can get on WIC. Tomato sauce, corn. We put corn in our chili. You can get on WIC. A can of corn. Drain it, obviously. And the cheese and sour cream. Like I said earlier, if you get the plain Greek yogurt, you could use that instead of the sour cream and Greek yogurt. The plain Greek yogurt is WIC approved, so what else? The only things that are not WIC approved is the bacon bits. My grandfather put bacon bits in his in his chili and the ground meat. So we use turkey, but you could use chicken, bison, turkey, or beef, or whatever, deer. I know there are hunters, like my aunt and uncle hunt for deer, and that is what they use for their meat. So whatever ground meat. So you need at least a pound of it. So anyways, I know for my family, a pot of chili or a pot of soup, a pot of like the chicken soup, the veggie soup gumbo, chili, spaghetti sauce, whatever one pot is, we could split into two, like have it for dinner tonight with some leftovers and then put the rest of it in the freezer. So, that kind of stuff. And then with like the fruit, you could get smoothies. You could put the Greek yogurt in your smoothie. So that kind of stuff. With the beans, growing up, not learning how to cook, and then whenever we did get the cans of beans, I would get the cans of beans. Literally, okay, like the decision on what beans I was going to get that month, the 4 cans of beans that I was going to get that month, was literally based on if there was a recipe on the back of it, because I didn't know what to do with the beans. Like, I didn't want to not get it because there are benefits to getting beans, protein and fiber being the two. There could be others, but I didn't know what to do with it because I never learned how to cook. So I would literally get the cans of beans that had the recipes on them. And some of the recipes were really good, like the Hoppin' Johns over rice, which you could get the rice on WIC, the brown rice on WIC. So I made that quite a few times. I have not made that in a while, which I will get the beans, and if I make it again, I will definitely do a video over on it. But I think I am going to get another binder because I have a bunch of inserts, and I'm going to make a recipe book, a WIC inspired recipe book, after I add the beans to it. So anyways, WIC is a really good program, and I wish that kids didn't phase out of it by the time they turn 5, because they're still growing. Even my 14-year-old is still growing. Even at 38, like I am, like I still need the benefits of WIC. It's like, and it is a really good learning tool too. So you get to learn nutrition, because I know that there are some people who prior to getting WIC don't have that foundation. You know, we were fortunate and we did have a foundation of, like, we did garden. We had a garden, so you know, we had fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. Not everybody has that. I know there are some families out there that just don't have that foundation, you know, and it gives, like, at least for the first 5 years of a child's life, they have a good foundation to build on. And I'm glad I did take a screenshot before Wyatt of his last month. So, you know, I may end up redoing that list. So, but I'm definitely gonna keep that and start a thing. I'm considering making an ebook. I have it started with, like, the chili recipe. But series on my other channel, I know I have 2 videos, well, 3, but the soup one, the veggie soup gumbo, doesn't really have, like, the list of what is on WIC and what is not. But yeah, I am really thinking about doing a series of WIC inspired WIC inspired videos. So for people like myself who don't have that foundation, like the cooking skills that I had to learn, and I'm still learning. Okay, so um, and I really wish that kids. I know I've said this several times, but kids, I really wish they didn't phase out at 5. And, like, I wish they were able to continue into their teen years, because the first few years you're not going to remember a lot of things. So it sucks that um they um are phased out, because it is a really good program. And I know that not every parent out there um has that foundation. I know not everybody has that healthy eating foundation that some people have. So, you know, there are plenty of videos out there. I'm not going to I don't okay, I'm not going to say this, but I don't know if I am going to actually do, like, the grocery shopping or anything, like, based on this, because I have seen plenty of videos um where people do go grocery shopping. There are plenty of videos out there. I have not seen a lot of videos out there with what somebody does after. Um, I know with the eggs and the whole wheat, you could get toast and you could have eggs and toast, obviously. But, and then you could have scrambled eggs with cheese, with toast. But I like to change things up. That's just me, you know. I do like to make the omelets and stuff like that. I don't know if I made the omelet the last time, but um, you know. So yeah, I think I am going to keep this page, but also make it a full page of, like, WIC stuff based on this. So, and then I'm going to have the recipes for it. So I have a few that I do. And then maybe I will still make the what is on here? Make the ebook. So that available. And if I do make it, I got to figure out how to make it into a PDF. And then it might go on Amazon. So, and if I do sell it on Amazon, it's not going to be for very much. So, yeah. But anyways, I am going to look for a 6-ring binder. I might have an extra one. I don't know. If not, I could probably find one on Walmart or Hobby Lobby, or Amazon even sells them. I know I've gotten two from Hobby. I've gotten quite a few from Hobby Lobby. I got 2 from Walmart. One is for wider than the others. And then Amazon. I've gotten at least 1 or 2 off of Amazon. So, and then I could get these. I like these inserts, dotted inserts, from Hobby Lobby. You can get them from Amazon too, but I like the thick white ones from Amazon. So, oh, I also have the journals, like the dot journals, over there in that mess. So you could get it, the dotted journals, like from Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Amazon, or I know Target has the what kind of brand is it? I have the Letterm, which is expensive. Walmart has cheap ones. Oh, this is a Walmart one. What brand is it? Pen and Gear. This one I started taking notes with. And it does have this, the key, the index. I started going through my books from college. Like, I started with the nutrition books. So this one is from Walmart. The paper quality is better than some of the other ones that they have. Hold on. Grab me a pen. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this one is a Letterm one. I could decorate them. I got that idea. No, is this Letterm? Yeah. So this is a creamy white paper. I use this one. This is my book list. My book ones. This one does bleed and ghost, which you could see stuff I've written on the other side, and then the columns here. This is Letterm. It's a little more expensive. This is another one, Archer and Olive. This is where I got the idea. Blackout from Archer and Olive and Archer. They're expensive. From video ideas, they are good because they have the 160 GSM. I don't know what GSM is. Turning Point magazine from last year. And then this one is Exceed brand from Walmart, which is depending on what size. The paper quality is about the same as on this one as the Letterm one, but a quarter of the price. And I think my white is up. So he really slept in this morning. He got up at 1:45 yesterday, and he has been sleeping for over 12 hours, for like 13 hours of sleep last night. So, I don't have any Hobby Lobby ones, but shoot, what's it called? The Paper Studio brand. This is the Paper Studio brand. So obviously in the light you could see, but without the light you can't. It's thicker, like the Archer and Olive one, I guess. I don't know what the GSM. And for the packs, they were Here you go. They lowered the price. They used to be $5.99. Now they're $4.99. So, and you could get them 40% off. They have the inserts, and they have the journals, which I do have a couple of the journals, which I plan on using at some point. I have 4 of the same journal that I might do quarterly for like bullet journaling. They have bullet journals in another section, that Masterpiece or something like that, Master's Touch, that they do have sales on. So, but I'm going to take some of these inserts, probably the ones out of that one, because a couple years ago now I did my bullet fitness bullet journal, which I have a video up on my other channel. So right now I am using Cassie Ho's fitness planner. I don't always get a fitness planner, but I kind of liked the colors, and I do like some of the things on there in this fitness journal, like the fitness planner, like the weekly meal plan before you actually track your stuff, but it has breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and macro breakdowns every day. I have not fully taken advantage of that. Like, when I do meal plan, which I haven't in a while, I just focus on dinners. So, what? Oh, that's a yellow. It's supposed to be there. So, anyways, that is mainly my series idea. It'll probably be over on my main channel, my Before the Fit main channel. I don't think I will go through the shopping process, but as because there are so many videos on there, but I will do will list what is WIC and what is not WIC. I know breastfeeding, like fully breastfeeding, like no formula moms will get the list plus tuna for protein and fats. It's like, so it is a really great program. I loved it. It got better after they switched to the card, where everything was loaded onto a card, like your credit card or food stamps card or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know how often I will do those videos. But the kids go back to school on Monday. It is Friday the 13th, okay, and there is an eclipse tomorrow. I think it's a solar eclipse. I'm pretty sure it is a solar eclipse. Eclipse. October. Oops. Time. All right, partial eclipse begins at 9:11 MDT. Annular eclipse begins at 10:30 MDT Mountain Standard Time, or whatever. So duration is 4 minutes and 42 seconds. 12:13 EDT tomorrow. The West Coast. Am I on the West Coast? I don't know. Or am I on the East Coast? Hold on. What is a picture of the compass? I get this wrong every time. Okay. Images. I'm on the East Coast. Well, that sucks. I don't get to see it. It's on the West Coast. Dang it. Yeah, that sucks. I need north, southwest. Ugh, I never remember. It's on the west coast. Dang it. Anyways, but the west coast is going to definitely see the solar eclipse. I hope I get to see it tomorrow on the east coast. Good morning.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
It's my best friend. Oh wait. Dang it. No. Hold on. It's my best friend.
Hey guys.
Yay! My best friend's awake.
Hey guys.
And I hear my other friend. Good morning.
Hey,
How'd you boys sleep?
I slept alright.
I did, but I had a little trouble opening the door.
A little trouble opening up the door. Am I? Okay, so you want to say hi, Elijah, to my live?
He's coming.
Hey y'all.
It's my best friend. My handsome boys. Anyways, I'm gonna end this live. So we've been on live for almost an hour.
Wait, no.
For 51.
One thing.
Okay, well, one thing.
Oh, wait.
Okay, take your thumb out your mouth hole.
Ma,
Yes, love. Oh, you wanna? Okay, we can do that. He has a new flavor of Celsius that he got free yesterday because of Food Lion Shop and Earn. I love Food Lion Shop and Earn. Okay, what do you have to say? What do you want to say?
I like the day.
You like today?
Mhm.
Today's your last day of fall break.
Hmm.
Oh, I know. So sad for them. I know, so sad.
It's still fall break.
Yes, it's still fall break. You go back to school on Monday. They had 2 weeks off.
Monday.
Today is Friday, the 13th in October, and tomorrow is the solar eclipse.
good. I like Friday the 13th.
Okay, so anyways, Elijah.
Got the Wildberry Celsius.
You gonna open it?
Usually I play around with the cans. The top of the can is bulging out a little bit.
From what?
From it being in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
And I can't get. I have to use my fingernail.
Okay. I think he likes it.
Okay, he usually lets me try it too.
What about me?
It has. Do you want a small sip of it, babe?
Nah.
Nah. Okay.
Does
So,
it have
yeah.
caffeine?
It does have caffeine.
Hmm.
It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
What kind did you have the last time?
Peach vibe.
That was pretty good. We found that one at Walmart.
Yeah, I found this one at Food Line.
Yeah, he walks over to Food Lion, and we have the MVP card, so I let him keep that in his wallet.
Yeah.
So
I don't got my wallet there in my pocket.
yeah. And last night, well, the other day, his Venmo card came in the mail,
Yeah.
and it's like what, green and blue or something like that.
Here, I'll go grab it.
And I discovered the end of last month that you could add a teenager to your Venmo account. Teenagers 13 and up obviously can get a Cash App card. So he has Cash App. I ended up with 2 Cash App cards because I used the Before the Fit Gmail for the original one whenever I signed up for it. I don't know why I used that one instead of the D. Kelly one. And then I went to sign in using the D. Kelly email address. And it created a new account. So I went and the other one is personal. Like the first one is personal. The other one I think has the Before the Fit Cash App thing, logo, handle, whatever. So I'm going to use that one for business. So yeah. Anyways, we decorated our Cash App cards. Okay,
Alright,
please sit.
So everybody on my video on my channel has seen my Cash App, and then here's
Okay,
and
easy
here's
with the
my
mouse here.
Venmo.
That's his Venmo card. So
Yeah, green,
I surprised him with that.
green,
I figured that would be his favorite out of all the color options. My Venmo card and is purple. So, you know. I signed up for Venmo because
that's more of a chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. Because I had gotten an email from the Fresh Market where New York something. One of their brands that they carry was doing a buy one get one free thing, and they would send you purchase 2 of the bases for shakshuka, what you could use for shakshuka. You buy 2 of those, and then you send an image of the receipt, and you get the price of the second one back. But they send it to you through Venmo. You could actually link your Venmo to your Cash App account. I don't know if you could do it the other way. I haven't tried that yet. You cannot link PayPal to Venmo or Cash App, which sucks because I got money in my PayPal account that I can't transfer anywhere else.
Yeah. Maybe if you... Oh, I have an idea.
What?
Maybe if you get it in cash.
No, because it's an odd amount. Like, it's not your traditional amount. You would have to get a bank account to transfer it to, which I don't have right now. But anyways, what was I gonna say? So, and then our aunt who lives here, she wanted me to make her something, and she didn't have enough cash. She said she would pay me for it. She wanted me to crochet our cousin a pair of dragon scale running gloves, and she didn't have enough cash. So I was like, hey, I have Venmo. So she Venmo'd me some money, and I know some other people have Venmo too. So yeah, whatever money I get on Venmo, I just transfer it over to Cash App.
I have Venmo.
Yeah, we both have Venmo. This one's not old enough for Venmo or Cash App yet, so.
Listen. Yes.
Not for another few years, buddy. But it's okay. I got you. Oh, my best friend.
That's my baby.
He's my baby.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. Get off my baby.
So, anyways,
baby.
I am going to end this live now that we've been on for like an hour.
You, my baby.
But I got what I wanted.
But hey, hello,
Come here, my baby.
hello,
I love you, baby.
hello.
My favorite teenager and my favorite 6-year-old. My favorite boys. All right.
The only two boys that you have.
Yeah, that's why y'all are my favorites. All right. See ya. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for more fun stuff like this.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.